three in the place, they probably do know me. I'm Big Al, and I'm a sick Big Al today, so I'm not very well. So welcome to the channel, and thanks for tuning in. So the Tuesday night event occurs. The live chat that I've been doing in the morning is only temporary. It was on that trial to see how eBay did, and the last one would be probably on Friday for the packing. I will see about getting the staff to do it, but I won't be doing the packing any longer. I'll be going back to what is making a bit of money for myself. That's as simple as that. So what has been happening? As I've been talking to everyone here, everyone that knows this scenario or any of the videos that I've done, I've been doing a lot of work on the eBay system. And I found, of course, that there are problems with eBay at an organic level. You can no longer run your eBay business at an organic level. If you want to make money and you want to make serious cash on eBay, well, sadly, the days of organic sales or having a great product has come to an end. And I know this now with the things that I've been doing and the trials that I've been using. And what I found is that eBay have deliberately changed the analytics to make sure that anyone that pays for it gets prime location way ahead of anyone that, say, for example, advertise at 10% or someone that advertise at 5%, or even just people who are organic. The organic, well, Gary, welcome to the channel, sir. Thank you for joining me. The organic matter is basically done and dusted. If you get the odd sale, just remember, you can make, I don't know, 400-500% more by simply advertising. Is this a good thing? I don't think it is, guys. I genuinely don't think that the situation that we're in right now is a good thing. I think it's just another fictitious thing of eBay continually pushing forward more profitability for less work. And I've said this continually in my events or in my channel, and I found that it has been quite a, how would you say, quite a hard pill to swallow. Gary, you've noticed there's very few people coming in at the minute. I think it's because I've diluted the self. I don't know whether this live will work today, Gary, purely because of the fact that I've been doing that many bloody lives. And everyone thinks that I'm probably doing the lives in the morning, which I'm not. That was only temporary for the system. Got back as I was up in Finicky visiting my mum. Where are you, Gary? Okay. Well, we can have a wee chat while we're waiting for people to arrive, shall we? Yeah, so how's life with you, Gary? Tell me. Oh, there's more people coming in now. Late starters. Late to the show, guys. Late to the show. What's going on? Gary and I were thinking about going home. But welcome, whoever you are, all 21 of you so far. So welcome. It just boomed up there, Gary. Maybe YouTube was behind the scenes. So as I was saying to the smaller amounts of people, well, Natures, how are you, sir? Madam, actually, I can't remember. You're on, I'll say sir, because Nature's Moment looks like an Eve, but sounds like a manly thing to say, doesn't it? Anyway, so as I was saying about the sales on eBay, the scenario quite simply is, guys, we all have to learn to become advertisers, in order to keep the business afloat. There is room, I believe, there is room for the country, even the world, to have a new style eBay, a new platform. I've been sitting while I'm sick. I'm not well today. I'm really, really unwell. So if you guys see a lack of performance or the way I'm speaking, it's because I'm just not well today, guys. I'm suffering from the flu. I've had a sleep and I got a bath and then I came back to work just to do some stuff, and I'm doing some editing. Anyway, so the eBay scenario, I've done loads of videos on it. I've done lots of lives about the sales. So my sales this month, or this week, sorry. So the last 7 days since I've started advertising, can anyone guess? A free gift to someone, who can guess how much I made in the last 7 days since I've been advertising. I will tell you, when I wasn't advertising, when I wasn't advertising with eBay, and I was just doing a 2% ad rate, promo ad rate, nothing more, nothing less than sending offers and making sales. In the last week before I changed the whole business plan, I moved it from $3,000 to 5,819 quid. However, in that £5,819, I got in my bank account today, on Tuesday morning, £3,600. So I had to pay eBay £2,400, and that includes postage costs. So $2,400 including postage, because at the minute I'm still offering free postage. It didn't work not offering free postage. Just people want free postage. So there is £2,400, of which I would say £1,000 of that went to post office, Royal Mail, which means that they took £1,400 of my money, roughly, for £5,800 of sales. Now, if I work that out in an integer, roughly, I divide it or multiply it. If I put that into a 30% yield, that works out to be 4,200. So they took roughly about 25 to 27% of my income. eBay did. So there it is. There's the business that we have. This is where we are. And that's not good. That is not a healthy margin for anyone to take. Yeah, we have that, Gary. Staff are not paid cheaply. They're very good staff and they get paid a lot. But we did have to short down their time because it was purely becoming a bankrupt business. And if we didn't stop it, I would end up enfolding that business. So I had to take leadership on that. Do I have legs? Oh, for frick's sake, do we need this? I've been doing lives all week, guys, and I've had some plonkers in here. I would rather you wouldn't, Parth. If you really want to do it elsewhere, or I'll just give Gary the heave-ho. So let's be respectful in my channel, please. I've really had I've just had enough of nonsense of these douchebags coming on and asking silly questions. Okay, Gary, there's the nod, mate. Can you do that for me, buddy, while I'm sitting talking? Thank you. Thank you very much. So, appreciate that, Gary. So we found that that the eBay store itself has actually been absolutely good, but we cannot afford the 25 to 27%. Now, this is based on one anchor store of 36,000 products. So I have 36,000 products listed, and that gives me a margin. I think the amount of money that I made from the 5,819, there was, thanks, Gary. It's going to be very quiet today, I feel, Gary, because of the fact that I've been doing so many lives and everyone thinks that I'm doing lives. Hi, Oxygen, how are you? I've been doing so many lives, so people don't understand what's going on, but the live on Tuesday is always going to happen. And the lives during the day of me packing and posting may happen now and again, but it's not going to be me doing it. So, yeah. But anyway, back to the business of eBay. So since I've changed that, my average margin, yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, Gary, listen, hi, Fastbuck. There's a few people joining the channel that I don't know. So Oxygen, I don't know if you've been with me before. I think you have, haven't you? But Fastbuck, I don't remember you. But hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Northern Ireland. I'm Alan Castle, and I'm an entrepreneur businessman, self-made success, who does very well in property, construction, eBay, Amazon, and the likes. And I'm here to give you advice if you want to know how to run a business. Come and speak to me, because that's what I do. But what I'm talking about, right, okay, so you were on one of my lives. Europe's welcome to the channel. You were on one of my lives. That's not a regular live. It was just this new trial system as I was packing and telling of the good or the bad news. It is good news that I'm making more money. Yeah, Meteor, you're totally right. I agree with you totally. I'm feckin' fed up with it. And they're now doing where if you do advertised fees, right, guys, listen to this. You do ads. Welcome to the channel, Severity. Thank you very much for joining me. If you do advertised fees promo rates with eBay and you stop that promo rate and that item gets sold 30 days later, they will still charge you the promo rate of whatever you did. Now, why? I don't understand the logic of it, but they're doing it nonetheless. This is another way of making more money of more of us without having them to do any advertising or work. Now, I've also done off-site fees. I advertise off-site. It's not much. It's about £20 a day. But if you work that out over a month, that's 600 quid. And with my anchor fees, my 2 anchors at £500 each or £540 each plus or inclusive of that. And then you've got the fees of 25 to 27%. I tell you now, for my £6,000 that I earned, or £5,819 that I earned this week, that it's close to 35%. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that you've seen the one in Bangor. I hope it was good. I tried to make it very positive without getting too negative about the place, of course. But thank you very much, Gary, as well. Please smash the like button because it is very important to me that I continue doing these lives. So, moving forward. Next week, I am going to do the following. I am going to challenge myself to grow my £5,819 per week of sales at its current rate of advertising between 25 and 27% overall minus additional costs, okay? And the new anchor store, so there's going to be 2 anchor stores, which there is an anchor store already, but this new anchor store will have all the listings on, and I'm going to push through what I know now is a glass ceiling of eBay sales. And I've estimated this only by perchance, and it is not a scientific value. It's my guesstimate of what's going on. Hi, Anthony, how are you? So, private sellers, your average income for a private seller, if you're at the glass ceiling, is about £100 a week. That's from my personal experience. Your trading only at a standard level is about 200 a week. So, such as trading as that sort of stuff. You can push through the barrier, but you're kept to the barrier that you see. If you look at the overall statistics, you'll find there's a medium line, and it's always like this, or slightly like this, or slightly like that, depending on how well you list. If you're constant on your listing, you'll find that it stays even. All the bloody time, stays even. If you stick with your promo fees, it stays even. So what I've noticed is that there's about 500 to 600 pounds a day per channel. Just got 20, really? I'll buy some of them cabinetry handles and knobs. Well done, Anthony. Would you get them from where I think you got them from? But good on you, mate. That's good. That's a good listing, because as long as they're all the same. So your Les, who got you unsubscribed? What? On my channel? Darling, you're not unsubscribed. If you were unsubscribed, darling, who unsubscribed? What? If you look, you're a spanner. So you're a moderator on our channel. No, Les, not a chance. Who unsubscribed you? No, you've got a great opinion, darling. You've got a great, your text came in and I've been absolutely up to my eyeballs for not replying. I haven't even had the time to look at it. What? You've had to join my channel again. But you're a moderator. So how could you couldn't, if you joined again, you wouldn't be a moderator. Now that doesn't make sense. Hi, Tex, how are you? No, Les, you are absolutely honorated by me. There is absolutely zero chance you're ever going to be unsubscribed. You're a great, great mentor. As I said, you're not as good as your last day. What's happened? I'll take a look at that. I don't know much about the controls of it, darling, but there's no way in God's green earth that I have done anything to unsubscribe you. I'll take a look to see if there's a history, if I can work that out. I don't have any views on Pakistan, mate. We're here about eBay. We're here about Amazon. We're here about making money. My political views have got nothing to do with this channel. So if you're looking for that, this is not the channel for you, mate. So if you continue asking about politics, I'm not going to get involved, okay? I ask you to respect that. So what have you been doing in a while? Now, I don't really understand this now. This is confusing because Les is extremely important to me, but I don't know why. Les, I'll take a look at it, Darren. I don't know, and I'm sorry that's happened to you. That's awful. I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay. I'll take a look at what's gone on there, Les, but no, you keep freaking telling us what it is, darling. You speak your mind. I welcome your opinion, no matter how hard it is for me to swallow. I'm a big man. I've been a CEO for a long time, and I've had opinions from very experienced people, which I take on board, and I take it on board very, very well. Again, politics, Tex, let's not talk about it. Yeah, I don't understand that, darling, but I'll check it out and find out what's going on. Nature's maybe mention finding good suppliers in car boot video. Pointed at today's live. Any thoughts on Alibaba Express? No, Nature's, don't go for it, darling. Or darling or mate. Let's make this clear. Nature's moment. What sex are you, darling or mate? And let's not M or F, please, or other. And I know what to call you. Yeah, I haven't put the thing up yet. I've still got my lovely trainers up. So David, all right, mate. I'll remember that. Don't worry about that. Thank you very much, sir. And sir, I will call you. I don't know why I called you, because you said, all right, bud. That's a manly thing to say. But no, Alibaba, AliExpress, don't go for it. There's a lot of shit going on at the minute. The Chinese government own that company, and they're pushing a lot of crap. And I don't know what they're doing, but don't do it. Don't buy. If you are local to me, reach out to me, and I will be very, very happy to provide you all the information that makes you a high profit yield based on local purchase from a local company that do high profit yield, good quality stuff. And you could buy anything from 30 quid upwards and be making double your money. Always outnumbered, outgunned. How are you? Welcome to the channel. And remember, guys, I've been talking about eBay, and I've been talking about my week in previous, and I'm telling you guys about what I believe is the future. And I'm just going to go and tell everybody now what my findings and what my results were after 7 days. So you get to see my figures after 7 days. I am going to do a video of it to prove what I've said. So my sales were £5,819, of which I took home roughly about £3,600 into my bank account. Now, I employ currently 4 staff, and would you do me a favor and let's say goodbye to Tax, please. Thank you very much, Tax. I appreciate your time on this channel, but I feel that you're not adding to anything to the channel. Yeah, just say goodbye, if you don't mind. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you doing that for me, Gary, because if I press it, I'm playing with all the buttons and the thing gets off. So what I see is that eBay definitely love me now, and my sales are up massively. I think it's something like a 300-fold of sales, and it's amazing how much difference it is. Welcome, Cameron. Thank you for joining the channel, sir. I'm not going to be able to see you this week, mate. I got a flu, and if I give it to you, your sisters are not going to be able to do the, what do you call it? Mark says, politically, me and you are miles apart. Let's say that this is about business, which is clear and honest about, but we've been in recession for months. I agree. No, I don't believe politically you and I are different. I think if you have any level of politics, Pitco, welcome, sir, from big America, or Canada, actually. Pitco, you're from America, or are you from US, or from Canada, or USA? I actually think you're USAan, aren't you? You're American. And you get on you were on Josh's thing. Petco's pretty cool, man. Oh, you're UK. You were in the Canadian Josh. Well done, you. But Petco. So sales up, profit down. eBay's profit majorly up. 300% more sales this week than from last week. Joanne, welcome to the channel. We're from the UK as well, and we're from the lonely island of Northern Ireland, and we're separated by a sea border of the UK and a barbed wire border from the south of Ireland, I think sometimes, because sometimes you can't get your bloody products across to the south. Anyway, that's me being political. What do you say? And I'm not being... Mark, welcome. Let's have a look what Mark has said, because that's quite important. I was wondering if anyone has tried a high percentage campaign this and then cancel it once you get the traction. So, yes, that is what I believe eBay are up to. They've just introduced a new scheme for the ad fees, Mark, and they said that they're going to extend the ad fees for 60 days. So 30-day window on your first month, and then 30 days thereafter. You're not going to get away from that traction thing. I think that's something you guys or someone has found, and eBay have caught on very quickly to it. So it's a great question, and I'm going to put that down on a video actually, because that was probably the reason why eBay have decided to put that thing up, where they say that your ad fees will last for 30 days after the end of the sales, which is 30-day period. So there it is, your traction scenario. They found a way of preventing you guys from taking advantage of that. So you're from Wales, Joanne. Welcome from Wales, good old Wales. I love going to Wales. I love the place. So whereabouts in Wales are you from? Please answer down below. I'd love to hear from you. Petco, looking forward to supporting you when you guest on PPP. Well, I don't know what's going on with that PP thing. The thing is going on, Petco. He reached out to me. We had a conversation, and I've heard nothing more from him. And I'm not sure if he's very, very busy. So Josh maybe changed his mind. I'm okay with that. I got other things to do. But yeah, we'll see how that gets on, Petco. Shipping is killing everyone. Absolutely, Anthony. And it is actually, I worked out roughly for this week, I paid roughly about £1,000 to the post office, which is, it is unruly. It is unethical. It is immoral. And I understand why. It's got nothing to do with the post office, I believe. Yes, they're making lots of money, but I believe it's down to the government and the continual desire to punish people for having staff. And the post office, like me and like you, have to pay the punishment fee of an extra 5% employer tax, which, of course, brings up the cost of working a business. And I, sadly, still have to consider the overall factors of my business, and I'm probably going to have to, while looking at the funds, so making £5,819 in week one of the new approach, getting £3,600 of that, taking my net profits, my tax, my gross profits, sorry, my net profits, my all my costs involved, I'm going to have to make another person redundant. And this was the government did this, because I can't afford to simply ramp up a tax bill with HMRC for them bastards to come into my property and take my house off me, just because I want to maintain or keep the members of staff that I really care about. I have to sadly look at this in a financial perspective and go, listen, this business isn't working. Now, ultimately, I do very well in other businesses and I don't really have to do this. And I'm not going to transfer money from one business that I own to another company just to maintain members of staff's income. That would be foolish of me as a business person. I just have to make sure that every single business I own works on its own merits. So £3,600 is my gross profit, not my net profit. After I paid my salaries and then paid my taxes on that, I am probably in the region of about £500 net profit, £400 net profit to myself, which isn't good, because that's not even a salary for me as a person who works as a director of the company. I haven't taken a salary from the business for a while. Andrew, welcome from Derry. How are you? Good to see you from up above in the cold area of this lovely country. And Andrew, if you are a local guy, you want to do a bit of business with me, please reach out. I can do wholesale rates for you. So Andrew, welcome to the channel, sir. So is there a lot going on at the minute, Gary? I can see that. How much was the ATSUS now number plate, if you don't mind me asking? So that she was looking 39 quid each for them. And she told me she stopped selling them. So what I done was I asked her, would you do a discount for two? And she said she'd do it for 70 quid. So £35 each. She knocked £4.99 of each of them, which was very good of her. She said she was buying them for 20 odd pounds each plus the VAT, which is an indicator that that's quite tight. Now, because of that, by the way, and Les, you'll love this idea. I'm sure you will, because you're telling me I need to get higher ticket items. They seem to sell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a manufacturer and I'm going to start producing them things, because she's no longer doing it. And I feel that's something I can do as a part of my online presence, which is, by the way, growing excessively. I am now sitting at possibly 26,000 people by tomorrow. It is majorly, I would call it slightly distressing, but very exciting that I'm growing about 400 people a day, which is really good news. My lives are doing very well on the subscriber level. So whatever the lives are doing, it's kicking the ass of YouTube, and the analytics are pushing all these people, and the subscribers are coming on well. It has really incited me to get my ass into gear and do better infotainment for everybody, where I am also offering mentoring advice with the help, of course, my mentors in here. One of them is here. There's a couple of them that know a bit about eBay, and they help me with some of the solutions that I provide for you, the totalitarian audience. Now, Les, again, please don't ever think that you're going to be ever booted up. That's a crazy thing, and I'm so sorry that happened to you. Well, Timothy, thank you very much for joining me from the US of A. I hope that everything's good over there. And everything's good. Pitco, Al, he mentioned it today, John from Flipping Ain't Easy. They're trying to send you the link or something and work out time for when it's all free to record, hoping it to be recorded. I haven't heard that. I have not heard that. He was on my WhatsApp. I'll send him another text. He's probably forgotten my number, but I'll send him another text and I'll say that. But thank you very much, Pitco. I appreciate that. And Stuart, welcome, sir. What's my view on HMOs? That's a really, really good, important thing to say. I don't do HMOs. I'm too scared with the planning scenario. And we don't really have major HMOs here because our country, as I don't know if you know, Northern Ireland, it's very widespread geographically. There's a lot of bungalows. There's very few high-rise buildings. And if they are, they're only in Belfast and a few in Lisburn and maybe the odd in Lurgan and the odd in Craigavon. But HMOs are not a big thing. And the planners tend not to look at them well. They give a certain license for a period of time. And it feels like you got to renew it. You got to keep things going. It's a bit like a hotel. I've owned a hotel and I know it's not been fun. It's not been fun. And the constant hassle of insurances, of inspections, of people randomly walking into the property. I wouldn't do it really, to be honest with you. So if you really want to ask someone who knows about HMOs, people like Samuel Leeds, he loves doing all that. In England, I think it's a different ball game. I think if I'd done HMOs in England, I would be a lot more confident. But in this country, we've got people that just simply don't give us a good time for doing HMOs. So I tend not to do it. So there we go. Welcome, Timothy, Flamingo. Welcome, Uncle Ricky. Welcome. There's two people from Derry. Welcome. And Familiango, welcome. No, I think you are no longer here. A few tubes spamming me. Yeah, I've noticed that. It seems to be happening a lot at the minute. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe because of the success of the channel, there seems to be a lot more being pushed. That I've noticed that people are being pushed on my channel. There's a lot more Egypts coming on. So, Les, what's your view on HMOs? You're in the South. Do you do HMOs in the South, or what's your view on it, love? How are you, Bob? Welcome to the channel again. Thank you very much. Mitch, how are you? I have an eBay Mendishaw Limited. I sell small engine parts. Turnovers dropped from 75. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Mitch, this is for you. You're very similar to what I've done. I went from 600,000 down to approximately 200,000 in sales within 5 months, 6 months. It was absolutely, we thought it was coming back. It's not. It's not coming back, Mitch. And what I've done is I've decided to go ahead and do what eBay told me to do. And they've been sponsoring adverts and pushing this little note on every single thing we do, which is advertise. So I decided to go with the enemy and decide to go ahead and spend the money on advertising. And I went for 12, 15, 14, 9%, etc., etc. And my sales are up about 300%. I'm making £5,819 last week. That's pounds, UK pounds, which would be dollars about 6,900, maybe $7,000. And of which I took net, minus my charges, £3,600, which is about, I would say, about 4,500, 4,700 in your money. So great uplift, does very well, but you have to pay the piper. eBay have decided to make it more rich for them. So San Jose is about to get a massive upgrade in their village because eBay's making a fortune much more than they did before. So there you go, mate. If you want that, there it is. I have to do it. I have to pay the piper. I have to keep the business going. So eBay must be loving your videos and yours. No, they must hate me. They must hate me, Uncle Ricky. And I can't help that. I can't change that. I'm telling the truth. I'm not here for I've always told them about how well I'm doing. This is quite a mixed report when you think about it. I'm telling you guys all that I'm making much more money than I've ever done on eBay in the last 6 months. It is the truth, in the last week. But it's because I'm paying so much more in advertising fees. So YouTube never liked me, Uncle Ricky, because I'm Northern Ireland based. I've noticed that every time I mention that I'm Northern Ireland, they tend to frown. They don't have this love for Northern Ireland. eBay as a whole, management, the whole heap. And I felt that, and I wasn't being paranoid. When they opened the show, they said, oh, we'll talk to you, we'll get this up for you. We understand, you're great. And not one reach out, not one email, not one reply. And I spoke to other people that were there and asked the same questions. They got the same answer, not one email, not one reply. They couldn't give a feck. And the people that were speaking on the panel were little cardigan wearing hippies who sold £10 a day selling their handmade clay models from Botswana. And ultimately, they seemed to have more attention than me selling, at the time, 600 grand's worth of stock. So ultimately, eBay don't like me. They like my money, but they don't like me. And if they wish, they can try and make me a patsy, but I'm not going to be a patsy. There are some people that are patsies for eBay, and it's not me. So if they want me in, if they want me to collaborate with them and help them improve their business within the UK, and they want my opinion, well, they need to have to understand that I'm going to be hard to work with when it comes to trying to get it for the seller, not for the buyer. Trying to get the opinions based. I'm in for making profits for everybody, but 25 to 27% profit from advertising is a bloody joke, and they should wind their neck in and start to humble their offices. Maybe pay off 20 of them staff per department. I don't know. Anyway, Les, it's a brilliant idea, not for Northern Ireland. You go one of the original phases, Glasgow, Geordie, Phrases, Costa. Absolutely, Les. Yes, so that's what we were saying. We were going like, okay. And, maybe that's not a good thing to say for Scottish people, but yeah, I am going to do it. And I'm going to put it on T-shirts. I'm going to get T-shirts. I'm going to get merch because, again, people are asking now for merch, and I'm going to get Northern Irish slang merch. With T-shirts saying them things. I feel there's an opening for that. And I feel that's something because a lot of people are falling in love with the Northern Irish accent. And we're seeing this push through. And there's more and more Northern Irish people that are being celebrated now. And I feel that there's not that many people now, but will be in the future. It will inspire confidence for people to do eBay, and they'll inspire them to do YouTube and Instagram and whatever. There's a lot of comedians in Northern Irish, so we're going to see that accent being grown. So I'm going to profit from it. And I'm going to start learning how to get that going. So, Les, if you know anyone that can do the merch for me, give me a shout. Or otherwise, if anyone knows how to do the merch. Now, these guys have to be reliable. I can't have I would like a local company that can do it for me, of course, that they can go ahead and do it in their own time and make money themselves and go ahead and advertise that themselves. I think it's great. I think it's a great idea. So if you want, you can buy number plates from me in a month's time. I will have beautiful number plates saying what I bought in the banger video. Take a look at my video on the banger thing. And that is going to be what I'm going to do. Number plates, t-shirts, beer mats, pillowcases. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to take up her idea. She's no copyright on them. She's closing down the number plate scenario because it got too expensive. I feel I can source a better supplier, cheaper price, and sell it at a cheaper price because I don't feel that people want to buy them for 40 quid, as you guys know. Bit steep for that. Anyway, Pitco, exactly. What's Pitco said? I love watching your packing lives. Well, look, I done them packing videos just to show you and prove to you that our sales were doing very well based on my evidence that I've given you on the sales. And again, anyone that's just joined the team, I have made net into my bank pocket 3,600, of which my gross sales was £5,819, in which the post office labels were about 1,000, and the profit with eBay was about 1,400 quid. So eBay, and that's not including the anchor fee costs or other miscellaneous costs such as returns, refunds, or scam bastards that keep on scamming us sellers on a daily bloody basis. Excuse my language saying the B word, but that's what they are, and eBay love them. So yeah, that's an update for anyone that hasn't seen the video so far or haven't seen what I've said. And let's go back to the questions. Anthony, there's a lot of this going on. Jeepers. There's a lot of people trying to spam this. What's going on here? So eBay should be giving you sponsorship discount for promoting them. I would actually believe that one day eBay's probably going to close my account. And I feel that's going to happen because I've not much to say good about the place at the minute whilst biting the hand that feeds it. That's the way they think. And ultimately, when that happens, well, that's the way it is. I just continue being a YouTuber, still do the construction, and I will just simply swap the account over to another account and keep trading under that one. It doesn't matter. They can't knock me down. Doesn't matter how hard they try. I can open up a new bank account. I can trade in other people's names. Doesn't matter. The net result will still not matter. I will still have experience and I will represent other sellers, people who are getting hard done by and they've not had the and I really do want to be a voice to be heard for eBayers, because a lot of the eBayers that got big have become simple patsies for the eBay, and eBay tell them what to say. That's not me, I'm afraid. So moving on, would you buy A grade F EPC property for a rental? Stuart, A grade F, no. Oh no, would I buy a grade F EPC? All right, okay. Yes, I would, and I have done. I've got 3 properties that are F grade at the minute, and they are bought. I bought them for 68 grand, 74 grand, and 78 grand, respectively. They are based in Lurgan, and 2 of them are being refurbished, and one's being sold for 96,000. I think, no, 90 grand, thereabouts. I don't know exactly. No, it was 85 actually. So I've not made much profit on that, but I'm getting rid of all them properties and I'm going to C and D grade or above properties now. I'm not sticking with the lesser houses of my portfolio. So if you're interested, there is a nice property in Lurgan that I'm selling. It's up at a company called Mark Fagan, and it's 88 Shankle Street in Lurgan. If you want to look that up, Mark Fagan is the estate agent. And I believe that it's a sitting tenant, and it's 85 grand I'm selling it for today. It's up for sale as we speak, and the tenant is sitting. They currently pay me £670 a month, including the rates, which ain't good, but it's DHSS. So there you go. So there you go. If you're interested, there it is, Stuart. You're more than welcome to give it a try. Does UK do live sales, and what is your opinion of them? We're not doing eBay live sales at the minute, I'm afraid. eBay live sales have not come in, I don't think. I haven't seen it. I've been too busy chasing my tail with trying to get the business up to what it is now. Again, I've got it up to £5,819 in the last 7 days from the previous time, which was shite, total shite. And we were considering closing the business down and selling my £1.5 million of stock that I have in stock on eBay listings. So yeah, but I love to do, we are going to do a trial on live sales, Timothy. So what the live is, what not. And I'm going to go and I'm going to do a program, video. It's going to be roughly about an hour long of how to start Whatnot from start to finish. And I'll put down at the bottom because I haven't a clue. And I'm going to start a Whatnot and I'm going to go through trials and I'm going to see what I can do. And it's all going to be videoed. So if you want to watch that video, it'll be out either next week or the week after once I've finished or got the time to do so. So Les, yes, like I said, I wouldn't touch them. High turnover tenants, yep. See, this is the thing about Patrick, welcome, sir. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, HMOs to me are a headache. It's just too much hassle. And Les is one of the gurus of business. So, you know, if I say it and she says it, then we're both right. If I say it and she says it all opposite, then she's right. And that's the way I see it. Patrick, evening Al. Hope you're, yes, Patrick, I am. And thank you, sir. I am not well. And I was hoping to get a bit of momentum in the channel. Now, remember, I'm doing lives in the morning. It's got nothing to do with the Tuesday night. We're still continuing with the Tuesday night lives. But the packing's going to be brought down, and it's probably we're going to do an overhead packing simply with the staff talking and then me coming in the odd time. So we'll probably try and bring people like Dean and Joel and all them guys to still learn to pack, or not learn to pack, they don't know how to bloody pack, but learn to do the eBay video in my name, in my stead. And we'll try and see if we can get some communication from our viewers. Hopefully it'll work. Maybe it won't. Maybe the only Big Al doing it, but I can't. I've got so many fish to fry. And I have to keep going on the construction. I have to keep going on the rentals. I'm doing a big one tomorrow, guys. There's a video going on tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll get it finished tomorrow. It's about a tenant has given up his lease. And I'm going to put up videos of an open viewing of one of my properties. It's going to be a new innovative way of me doing a live as well. So there's going to be a live of people coming. If they don't want to be videoed, that's fine. I will put it out of their way or smudge their faces. But ultimately, that is what I'm going to do and how I manage, how I get my tenants in, because I do it all myself. I don't do it with estate agents. I do not employ estate agents. I do not employ maintenance people. I do all the maintenance myself. It's the only way to make money, guys, when it comes to rentals. So, Bob, this may seem random, Al, but do you know the owner of Plan and Prosper Insurance in Belfast? No. I've never heard of Plan and Prosper Insurance in Belfast. Sorry, mate. I assume the word plan and prosper is someone who is good at giving financial advice. Get to what that is if you can for me. Pitco, with eBay, you get to kick the money upstairs if you want to play the game, i.e. pay to play. And that's what it is. It's pay to play. World economy has crashed, says Anthony. Essentials are so expensive, and they are. Just for people to live. And that is the case. That is the problem with society at the minute. This pay rise that the government gave the remaining part of society, they never got. It went into tax. All I saw at the end of my financial report of the month's salary report was more tax went to the government. That's all I saw, guys. It just looked different. And there was a proportional amount of more money going to the Inland Revenue. And what's it for? What are they doing? Spend it on Ukraine? Spend it on immigrant hotels, mass immigrant hotels, not the ones that want to come here and have got a degree and want to do better for society. Not them, just the people that get something for free. And this is the problem. We're having to pay more for them wanting to do less. This is the same as eBay. It's the new cultural climate for corporations and government. And I don't like talking about this nonsense. I really don't. But I get very offended when I have to get forced to pay punishing taxes. And I can't afford to pay staff, or I can't afford to pay taxes. And then they come. Bang, 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 bang. We're taking your house. We're taking your car. We're taking your money out of your account. We're bankrupting you, Al. And I've seen that shit before, and I ain't going down that road again. I am not going to be bankrupted one more time. It's never going to happen to me. So where does it end? 46, and you're right, Invest Connect. Where does it end? Currently, I hope it does. This is the bottom. I hope this is it. I'm not willing to continue with the money that I'm looking to pay them at the minute. I'm just showing you the extremity of what we have to do to make the money. And I have to show you that. I will start the new Anchor store and see if I can double that and then half the advert fees. Double the Anchor, half the advert fees to see if I can push past the glass window. You'll see a video on that very soon, guys. Mitch, yes. Yes, Al, eBay wants you to pay for advertising too. If you've not got the funds to pay, you're stuffed. You're absolutely bloody right. And that's totally unfair because you've set up your model around eBay's system and they change and move the goalposts and say, feck you, you buy new parts or you sell the stuff at a loss. That's not fair. And this is eBay because they're owned by people like BlackRock. Their corporations and their greed is getting bigger and bigger. And remember, I can't say too much of BlackRock because I'll probably end up getting assassinated because I've heard of it. Anyway, that's probably just me being political again. Les Reed, totally understandable. It's just the higher potential, higher return. Yeah, so I know in my life, Stuart, in my life that I've been doing business, high risk, high return, but also high risk. And that's not me. I go by the rule of high risk or medium risk and medium return. That's where I am. I never go to high risk stuff at all. And that's probably why HMO's not for me. I don't want to lose my money and I don't want to be caught with headaches and nonsense and crap. It just, yeah, capital is attractive, but if you have the longer window and you start with low risk and start building your portfolio up to medium risk, I would highly advise you that if you're sitting with, I don't know, 20 to 30,000 pounds a month income, then you start going to HMOs. But until then, stick with low risk and medium risk profitable companies. May take you longer, but it's going to be safer for you, mate. Depends on where you are, Stuart. If you're in that position where you've got 20 grand a week or a month, sorry, then go for HMOs. But I'm not going that way. I'm doing all right with what I do, and I'm certainly not going that way. So there you go. So we've got all used to selling online and doing business online, yet paying relatively low fees. It's actually, Les, it's actually cheaper right now to sell or to sell from a shop. Because I worked it out that if eBay, at its current state of affairs, take 1,400 quid from me, and Raw Mail take £1,000 from me to make £5,800, I reckon I can do a shop with that, doing an average of £300 to £500 a day in a shop. But I only have to pay rent of, let's say, £1,000 a month, and rates of, let's say, about $750 a month. So for my shop to open, I've got roughly about $1,750 to pay before I fart. Whereas with eBay, I've got 2 times anchor stores at £540. I've got the cost of returns, the cost of online selling, and currently it's about $1,400 a week, $2,400 a week. So that